Hi everybody, this is Jose Heredia with ADJ here for another Facebook Live on a Wednesday, and today we're going to be talking about a brand new series of linear fixtures called the UB series of linear fixtures. I guess you could say the UB would stand for Ultra Bar, which is a drastic improvement of our Ultra Bar series of LED fixtures. The Ultra Bar series of fixtures were tries, but now we have hex LEDs, and I'm going to go ahead and jump into our introduction. So here, right up in the front, to your front is the UB-6H. Take a look at that. That is a beautiful linear fixture. It's half a meter long. And moving along to our next one, this is the UB-9H. This is a full meter. And again, we're talking about hex colors, 6 distinct colors: red, green, blue, white, amber, and UV. As you can see, they're kind of scrolling along. And our last UB fixture is the UB-12H. This one has all the colors featured, no need for scrolling. We were talking about 12 6-watt hex LEDs, the UB-9H 9 6-watt LEDs, and the 6H is 6-watt LEDs. And these are brand new part of our linear fixtures that are really quite remarkable because now they come in hex. Now this isn't the first time we've had hex bars. We've had hex bars before. I think the major difference is that they are now in a much more compact, really streamlined casing, which allows you to do multiple things. For one, you could connect these together using our quick align system of magnetic ends, and that way you can create something like this right behind me. I have two UB-12Hs, and they're creating a very seamless look just by connecting them together. Here in the middle is where the two fixtures kind of connect, although they're connected via the power of magnets. So here I'm going to go ahead and show you how easy it is, well, how hard it is to disconnect them. On the bottom they have rubber feet, so if you do decide to put them on the floor, they're not going to damage the fixture. I'm going to go ahead and put it back to the DMX mode. And you'll see here that one end has the magnet, the other one doesn't, but they do tend to connect very easily and nicely, and you're going to hear it in just a second. And that tells you that it's connected. So that means that these two fixtures are perfectly aligned so that the LEDs just kind of seem to continue on forward, giving you a nice, almost infinite look if you're planning to use these for uplighting, for permanent installation. Really a lot of great ways to utilize this beautiful light. So let's give you a tour of the lights so that you're more familiar with it. I'm going to take this one. This is the UB-6H. Again, this is a half a meter. In the back here, we have all the inputs and outputs and displays. On this side is very clean. As you can see, there's no real markings, so that if you are planning to use this as uplighting, you may want to keep this towards the audience, and so that way you can have a nice clean setup. But in the back here, we do have our PowerCon input. Sorry, not a PowerCon, the IEC input, DMX input, giving you a little bit of space, and your LCD menu display and 4-button control, your DMX out, and your IEC out. And as I mentioned before, it does have the rubber feet, so if you do want to place these on the floor, they're not going to scratch the body. You're going to keep it nice and level. However, if you do want to mount them, we do have hardware that comes included in the package that you can mount these feet. They're shaped like an A, and of course your wing nut, so that you can go ahead and have them. Oh yeah, they attach. That magnet's pretty powerful. So as you can see here, you can screw in the wing nut and be able to apply your O-clamps or quick clamps and be able to attach it to a truss or a structure or even a T-bar. So there is the option to be able to use these in however way you wish. So this one is, like I said, it's a half a meter, and that translates to in inches. Let's see, 22.5 inches. The 9H and the 12H are a full meter, and that's about 42 inches, 41 and a quarter. 3/4, I should say. So these are, again, great lights. So let me give you an example how beautiful these lights look if you do have them set up behind me as a uplight. Oh, and I did forgot to mention that we do have remotes for them. Each one of the fixtures has an IR lens receiver so that you can operate them via remote control. We have a remote control that you can override the DMX. Let's see, let's do full on for this one. Bam! Full on for this one. Chow! And full on for this one. Chicka chicka boom boom. I don't know, I decided to make sound effects as I turned them on. And you have access to individual colors. Let's say we wanted a red. So I'm going to go for color. And number 1 is red. Number 2 is green. Number 3 is blue. Number 4, let's find out what number 4 is. I'm sure you can guess what number 4 is. And you got to point it straight at to the fixture. There we go, amber. And number 5, that's going to be probably UV. So blast this one over here. 5 UV. Okay. Let's try. Oh, 6. 6. Let's try 6. There we go. There's a UV. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 colors: red, green, blue, white, amber, and UV. And that's a different mode of operating fixtures. Or you could pretty much set it on manual mode. So I could go into the menu and I could adjust each LED. So here is the red LED. I could bring it from 0 to 255, skip over to the green, add a green, or take out green, take out blue, remove the white or the UV, as you can see right here. I'm going to go ahead and remove the amber, and it goes from 0 to 255 and go all the way to the UV part and take that out as well. So again, different ways of controlling the fixture. You can have them static mode. They do come in different program modes, auto show modes, sound active modes, and of course your preset colors, which are approximately 63 to 64 preset colors already. And you can control these via zones. Each one of the fixtures has zone control. Not necessarily pixel control, but you do have zone control. The UB-6H and the UB-9H have 3 zone controls, so you can control the first and middle and end of the fixtures, as you see here. And the UB-12H has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zone controls, so you can get really into being able to create some really cool, unique effects with the zone control. So many different ways of operation and use. Of course, I'm sure you're thinking about ways that you can control these as well. Our personal favorite, of course, is DMX, because you have total control of the fixtures. I can create all kinds of cool scenes. I'm going to show you a quick scene that I created earlier today. This is called the classic Knight Rider effect. We got a red chaser going back and forth, just like the kit car in the TV show Knight Rider. So, I'm sure you're probably asking the most important question as far as pricing. What is this going to cost me? How much do I have to invest in these awesome linear fixtures? We're talking for the UB-6H about $150. For the 9H, we're looking at $200. And for the 12H, $250. So $250, $200, and $150. So they're priced really nice, affordable, so that almost anybody can buy them. We're talking about lighting producers, production companies, DJs, bands. Oh, this is a great light for bands. Imagine, if you will, if you needed a light that would come from the front of the stage towards the band. And these would be called footlights. So you could put the little legs on these on the side of the fixtures and then be able to tilt them so that you have control over the light at the foot of the stage for the band members. Also, you can set them up for stage lighting, either for side light, use them as blinders. You set them up so that they're facing the audience behind the band or right in front of the band, and you can create some cool blinders. For one, I have an event bar. I'm thinking about getting the 12H and then putting the 12H right on top of the event bar, so not only do I have a 4 moving head spot fixture, but I have also a blinder wash effect for my weddings and backyard boogies. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into Facebook and see who's watching us right now. And if you are watching us, thank you very much. do have some questions. Here we go. Let's try to answer your questions, guys. Hey, by the way, how was your DJ Expo? Did you attend? Did you go last week to Atlantic City? Did you happen to stop by our booth? Did you get a spinner, a fidget spinner? I know there was a lot of people getting fidget spinners. They were taking their pictures and posting them on their Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram, and hashtagging us ADJ or DJ Expo 2017. And we're so thankful for everybody who showed up. I'm in Facebook, and let's see who is watching us. Oh, thanks for the likes. Joey Santos. Hey, how's it going, Joey? All the way from the Philippines. Is this Digital DJ Tips, DJ Santos? Nice. Big shout out to Digital DJ Tips. Thanks for logging in and tuning in. Excellent website for information about DJ products in the DJ industry. Hader Ali, thank you very much for watching. Magic Mola. Sean Saskaski. I hope I pronounced that right. Garrett Ebersol. Jamie Gabo. Hello. Francisco J. Aguayo, bienvenidos. Sam Cooper. Mauro Luna, hey, DJ Advice, how are you, DJ Advice? Haven't seen you in a while. David Perry. Pixel Mapable, I already see a question right there, Dave Perry. Dave, yes and no. Okay, when you say pixel, you mean individual control of each individual LED? No. But we do have zone control, which is something similar, which allows you to at least control an area of the fixture individually. So here, the 6H and the 9H are separated in 3 zones, so you can control these 2 fixtures separately. These 2 LEDs and these 2 all separately. And let me show you how I've done that. So I've created a scene for the 6H called Hex, and that's just kind of an animated way to show you the hex colors. So you see the red kind of jumping from here to here, and I programmed that already. And one fader will control these 2 LEDs. Another fader will control these 2 LEDs, and another, so on and so forth. So you can create some cool animations. Let me show you for the 9H. Same concept is that the only difference is we're talking about 3 LEDs in one zone, 3 LEDs in another zone, and 3 LEDs in a different zone. So you can control 3 different zones and create animations that way. So pixel mappable, no, but it is controllable via zone control. And with the 12H, you get much more control because now the zones are cut up into 2 LEDs each, giving you a total of 6 zones, creating a really cool effect. So in this demonstration, I programmed the LEDs to show you the full range of different colors of the hex products. So we have red, green, blue, white, amber, and UV. Great way to demonstrate the hex colors, I guess you can say. So once again, this is introduction to the UB series of fixtures, a vast improvement of our Ultra Bar series. The Ultra Bars were exactly similar as far as body-wise, but there were tries. Now we have hexes and giving you more color possibilities, more ways to kind of communicate your artistic expression for events, parties, venues, permanent installations, stages, bands, theater, roller rinks, bowling alleys, all sorts of cool venues. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Alex Owen, hey Alex, nice to see you. Magic Mola, how do they both sync their chases like that? Well, there's several ways you can sync the chases. One way is to be able to program via DMX. As you can see behind me, I've kind of linked those 2 together. They're still addressed separately. That's address number 73, and that's address 109. I've also applied the different DMX modes. They have a total of 5 DMX modes, and I've went with the largest DMX mode, and that would be 32 channels, 36 channels. That's 6 colors per 2 LEDs, and I can create some cool zone effects like this one, almost like a chase effect. I'm going to give you another chase effect that I think is pretty cool. This one's called Burst. So it's kind of starting from the middle and shooting out to the ends, different colors. And I was able to do that via DMX. However, if you don't have DMX control, or you're not familiar with DMX, or maybe just, you're trying to create a simple uplighting package for your clients where you're going to create uplighting around the room using the fixtures, don't worry. What you can do is either run them via remote control, so you could set the LEDs. So I'm going to go ahead and pick a chase here. Give me 1 second. So here we go. Here's a simple show control. I'm going to pick number 5. Hopefully give me another show. There you go. So you could do chases like this using a remote control. Now, if I were to want to keep this throughout the different fixtures around the room, all I would have to do is run DMX cable from one fixture to the next, have my first fixture in a line be master, and then assign the rest of the fixtures to be slave, and automatically they would link up and be able to create your cool chases that way. So there's different ways to create it, or you could just manually select, let's see, go into the menu and then pick chase, or not chase, program, and then that chase will come up as you desire. You can pick different programs. There are a total of, I believe, 24 programs, 22 programs. And each program is different color combinations, different patterns, and you get to pick which ones you want. If you hit setup, you're able to adjust the speed at which that program can be adjusted. So if you want a really slow fade or a really slow chase, you can make that adjustment in the back here through the menu display. So good questions, guys. Keep them coming. Love it. Here, who else is on there? Garrett Ebersol, sound active mode? Yes, of course. We do have sound active mode. Let me demonstrate. Let me pick a different fixture here. Let me try this one. Sound active. So that's color, that's RGB, NV, PR, auto, slave. Okay, speed fade. Try this one, auto. There we go. Try. Oops. Went too far. I'm trying to go through the menu so I can access the sound active. Bingo. There we go. You could even adjust the strobing. Here's another one. So yes, they do have sound active mode if you want to just have these fixtures along with the other fixtures and just kind of run them on sound active, kind of like a set it and forget it kind of mode. You could activate the sound active mode via remote control, so you could turn it off or turn it back on and then turn on sound on, or just turn it off. You can do that as well too. Same thing with this one. So very cool way to control the lights. Personally, I like DMX. I kind of want the total control of the fixture myself. I'm just kind of built that way. Any other questions out there? Big shout outs to everybody watching us. Again, did you go to DJ Expo? We had these premiere at DJ Expo, and we announced a couple other fixtures. Did you see one that you liked? Morrow has a question. DJ Advise. Let's take a look. How many can you link together in a single run? Oh, that's an awesome question. We're going to have to find it. Right, so each one of these fixtures has its own web page on our website, adj.com, and because of the different power draws, each one is going to have a different answer. So the 6H probably will give you most power linkage. I don't have that here in front of me. About 30. Excellent. So about 30 fixtures. The 9H and the 12H are, again, kind of very different because of the different amount of LEDs, and that draws a different amount of power. Do we have an amount? But 30 for the UB-6H, which is still plenty. There's still a lot of fixtures that you can run within a line. I think if you were to create like a linear line of fixtures, that you could use the 9H and the 12H for your straight runs, and then use the 6H for corners, so you could kind of create a curve, if you will. If you have a round room or maybe a truss that's round, you could definitely use the 6H to create your curves and stuff like that. Good job. Nice. Jose Gutierrez, thank you for your purchase. Looks like you bought some 9Hs. What are you going to use them for? Is this going to be for your own DJ business? I have another question over here. Are there barn doors? Oh, good question. At this moment, there are no barn doors, but it brings me back to an earlier comment I made that this is not the first time we've had hex bars. We have the Ultra Bar Hex 6 and Ultra Bar Hex 12, and those are a little bit bigger. The body's a little bit bigger, and the feet are underneath, and those do come with barn doors. So if you're looking for a fixture with barn doors, so that if you're doing permanent installation, you want to block that light, go ahead and check out the Ultra Bar 12 Hex, which is available on our website. Ultra Bar Hex Bar 12. Sorry, Ultra Bar Hex Bar 12. Ultra Hex Bar 12. Say that 3 times fast. And the Ultra Hex Bar 6. Take a look at those fixtures. You'll see that there is a noticeable difference in the way they're built. They do have the magnetic quick align system. It's just that the head of where the lenses are seems to be kind of in a bevel design rather than straight up and down like the UB fixtures. You guys are coming up with some really good questions, guys. Thank you so much. Magic Mola, Moy Munoz, hello. Jose Gutierrez, using mine on my 80J facade. Oh, that is perfect. That is perfect. So if you have a facade, an 80J event facade, or even a event facade TT, which is a tabletop version, these are great for that. Imagine putting these on each of the panels, which I think should be fit nice and perfectly. In fact, I should have set our event facade. We have one in here. I could have just set it up and showed you how they look. So great way of using those bars. These would look cool with 80J. Yeah, that's exactly what we said. Do they have an individual pixel control? Chris Allen, no, they do not have an individual pixel control, but you can control zones. The 6H and 9H have 3 zones, and the 12H has 6 zones. So those are controllable. So guys, thank you very much for tuning in. If there aren't any other questions, we'll just turn off our lights here and give you a nice, cool look. What do you say we create a show together? Shall we? If I could start from scratch, I'm going to use my DMX. And here I have my wall group that I've called wall, and it's just the 2 12Hs behind me. This is the third 12H on the table, but I'm not going to control that one. I'm going to create a new scene right here. Blam. And then this new scene should come up empty. Oh, but it looks like I have a show running, so let me just close that. Go back to edit, go to scene. Let me show you how quickly it is to create an effect. Go to add pixel effect, click on that, and automatically it starts with a rainbow effect, which I already have. I'm going to pick another one. Let's try chaser number 3. Let's take a look at that. You see how it is in my DMX, kind of gives you a visual representation of the colors on the LEDs. And if you look behind me, you'll be able to see that it's identical as what my DMX is showing me. And I could add colors, I could delete colors, I could just kind of keep 3 colors at a time if I wanted to. We're going to do very simple color combination. Let's do like a 3 color combination so it's nice and even. And you'll see how easy it is to add an effect. I mean, within seconds, I was already in an effect. So if you're at a venue, if you're doing a kind of like a permanent installation, this would be really cool. So I have orange, I have red. What if we add a yellow? So I'm going to double click on this. I'm going to bring this fader all the way to the white side, and I'm going to bring my cursor to the yellow, and I could pick any other color, and you can see the colors changing there, but I'm going to go to yellow, kind of create a very fiery look, and take a look, see what we have here. What should we call this? Solar eclipse. No, not solar eclipse, solar. It looks like we have another question.
More questions. Again, are they sound active?
Ah, yes, they are sound active. Thank you very much for asking. There is a mode in which you can activate, which is called sound active. And you could run these fixtures without using DMX. You could just set them on the floor, plug them into the wall, and be able to go straight into the menu and select sound active. You could also select auto show, which is independent of the sound. It just kind of goes through different shows, allows you to adjust the fade and the speed of the shows. Or you can set them at a static color, at a color in which you pick, depending on your RGB AUV levels, or based on preset colors. So there's many different ways of operation.
IEC or PowerCon?
These are IEC power inputs and outputs. There is no PowerCon. These are the power inputs right here. So we have one on the far left, and you have a DMX right next to that. And what's cool about these fixtures is that we've designed the power inputs and outputs at separate ends of the fixture so that you can easily daisy chain them together. I'll show you an example. It's not really great to show here because I have them staggered, but on this side, you'll notice that my power input and DMX is on my far left, and if I go to my far right of the fixture, I have my DMX out and power out, which I've used a very small jumper cable for power and DMX and plug it straight into the next fixture at the far left of the fixture, and then I could do that for my runs. So if you have a long run, a long wall, and you want that wall to be nicely covered evenly with some great light, then this is the best method of doing that, and really we put a lot of thought into it in creating these lighting fixtures for you guys.
Can you call out the prices again?
Okay, so the prices one more time is we're looking at $149 for the 6H, UB-6H, $200 for, or $199 for the UB-9H, and $249 for the UB-12H. So $149, $199, and $249. Excellent, guys. And of course, these are map prices, so your actual price may vary depending on your preferred dealer. And you can find these at almost every ADJ retailer now. I guess they are shipping. They should be in stock at your local store. So here we go. We're going to end with a nice, cool solar flare a la eclipse. Did you guys see the eclipse? That was pretty awesome. And that was our scene that we just created using a couple of buttons and our scene generator in my DMX. Here's a Knight Rider effect, one of my favorites. Kit, where are you? I need you. There we go. And here's our burst. And we're going to have you leave with that scene in mind. Thank you very much for joining us here on ADJ Facebook page. And don't forget to follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram. On behalf of everybody here, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time.